Alright everybody, welcome back to my Samsho analysis. And so today I'm going to take on the Frosty Faustings top 8 for Samurai Showdown. And this time I'm going to do it a bit different. I'm going to do it match by match. So this will be the first match I go over. So just testing out a new format, and hopefully the volume is okay because I got a lot of feedback from that. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So this first match is up Brazil's Didimokof and Georgia's Big Bates, aka the last Genjiro. And he starts out by eating a big Farsi. And that's one of Shizumaru's one of his best pokes is his Farsi, which for a lot of characters is a lot more risky, but for him, he has the range, the damage, and the speed just like almost perfectly balanced and really good. And so, as you can see, Didimokof is just kind of starting this out really strong. Base is trying to just hold his own and gradually push him in. But right now he's at a huge deficit. Didimokof is not really putting himself at any risk. He's just kind of teasing Bates a little bit, trying to get him to come in, and then when he sees him hesitate, runs into the slide. It's alright, but Bates gets himself a little confirmed in the DP. So Bates right here, he's trying to get him to do something. Like he's pressing up without putting himself at risk. And he uses the recoil cancel. That's really smart because that's one of the Genjiro's strong points, is that he's very strong off the recoil. He can threaten the DP, and his other tools become stronger just because of that. And so he kind of has a room to just kind of let the C rip sometimes if he's in range. And Didimokof, he didn't really bite as much as he Bates wanted him to. He kind of kept his cool, kind of kept it under control. And right now he's just using like Shizumaru's excellent movement to just kind of stay out of Bates' effective range. Like he pretends like he wants to run in there every once in a while, and like he'll stop short there. And he's just constantly just trying to bait reactions out of Bates, and he usually gets them. And like once he gets the life lead, he just kind of slows it down a little bit. Like you see him backing away, getting some space, some breathing room. Now he's like, all right, Bates, you got to come to me. You got to show me what Genjiro can do. And like you can see, Bates getting a little desperate here. He's trying to get the DP, and now he's got really no choice but to burst. But like he's having no health to tank with, so right now like his threat right now is not very strong, and he gets baited by Umbrella Boy Float. That's one of Shizumaru's strong points, is his aerial control, where he can control his timing in the air, which is really strong for baiting Isen. So yeah, he's probably arguably the best character at that. And you see Didimokof like using that to his full potential. So Bates here is gonna have to come up with another game plan. Just like the first game, Didimokof just lays a heavy on him, but Bates returns with a crouch heavy of his own. Just grab him in a throw. And like he's seeing some like hesitation out of Bates, and like he's reading Bates pretty well. But Bates is not like, he's not like going into that sweet night without any resistance. So you see him like gradually just trying to put buttons on him, trying to tone up the aggression, just trying to get Didimokof to slip up some. Because his passive, like I guess, his kind of passive approach wasn't really working for him in the first game. So now you see him just trying to turn up the heat and like just put Didimokof under the pressure to perform. Like if you're gonna keep me out this long, and then you're gonna have to prove that you can. And Didimokof proves that he can by making a good read on the down heavy and knocking the weapon out of Bates' hands, but he recovers it. Still the first round. No punish on the running heavy though. Manages to snipe him, but again, he's not taking huge damage. It's all within the margin of error that Didimokof is willing to take. And I just I'm pointing out this several times, is the way Didimokof was kind of disengaged when he feels he's comfortable with the life lead, and then he just starts playing off his opponent's frustrations. And that forces Bates off the burst at the beginning of the round. So Bates is already down a round. His Isen is not going to do much damage because his health is really high, and it's not going to have a huge timer. So like everything about this is just really bad for Bates. But he doesn't want to lose his weapon versus a character like Shizumaru. But he gets a big break by hitting that SSM off the deflect. So now he has Didimokof, disarmed. And he gets to go and finish it off. Like, I can't fluff that. So he manages to turn it around. You see Didimokof do some more aggressive running. Like he was being a lot more tricky before, but he's committing to the aggression now because that's the kind of back and forth for Shizamaru is that he baits aggression or he can be aggressive. And if you like wait to see if he's being tricky, he can just run in. But if you're poking too much and then he's baiting and then you'll whiff, he'll come in anyway. So that's just the kind of back and forth game that you got to kind of figure out. He's just so ambiguous with how he can approach you. And it's really hard to figure out what the person is doing if they're not, blatantly straightforward. And so that's not much to say is that Didimokof is playing a character pretty much how he's designed. He's being tricky, and he's using that hesitation to run in sometimes. And then once he gets a comfortable life lead, he's using these long-range tools that Shizamaru also has to keep baits at bay, to frustrate him, to force him to run in even more. Like he got him to whiff a C there, and then he hits him with a cross-up in recovery. So Didimokof takes it fairly cleanly. Like outside of the SSM round, you just kind of have baits constantly on the back foot, constantly trying to reach in and figure out where to go. So Didimokof takes that first game in winner semis, and we're going to move on to the next match.